I had so many people say to me, nobody's interested in hearing a woman in her late 40s on TikTok. Watch me. I've always had this energy. My belief is that no human is damaged goods. It was like playing Russian roulette with his life. I had other people say to me, it's going to be impossible. With all of the world programming, it's going to be impossible. And I said, watch me. That's how I work with my clients. You want to heal that thing? You want to repair that relationship? You want to love yourself like you've never loved yourself before? Watch me show you how, and then you can watch yourself transform, your entire life change before your very eyes. Oh, you don't think that's possible? Just watch me. Hello, my name is Dr. Amanda Hanson, also known as the Midlife Muse. Please be sure to follow, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. Today, I want to share with you how I have been living my life up until the age of 50, the kind of current by which most of my energy is moving. I met my husband on an airplane when I was 21 years old, and my family thought I was insane that I was soon after marrying someone that I barely knew anything about, that I'd only been with for about 8 or 9 months. And I was in this belief of, well, watch me figure this out. Watch me find a way. That ended up meaning we needed to go to therapy throughout our now 26-year relationship. That means we had to do lots of renegotiation around our relationship in many different ways. But it was of this belief of like, watch me make it work. I've always had this energy of, when someone says I can't, or someone says it's impossible, or there's just no way, I always say, watch me. Anything that came to me that seemed like a closed door, I was of the belief like I can push that door open. There's no boundary. There's no thing that I can't accomplish or do. And so I think through my life and so many things I have done, and it was of the energy of, watch me. I have a now 22-year-old son who had severe, life-threatening anaphylactic allergies to over 27 foods. And I had found a healer, not a doctor, not trained in any way, shape, or form, who was subscribing to a practice that she had kind of cultivated on her own and was healing, using energy, healing children of their anaphylactic food allergies. I found her. I was living in Colorado. She was in Boston. I announced to everyone that I was packing up, and in 6 weeks, I was moving across the country alone with my children. I would be homeschooling them, and for 1 year, I would do a natural healing with this person. Everyone said I was crazy. Everyone said it would never work. People, even my family, wondered if maybe I just needed some time to go to a mental hospital and rest, because something clearly must have been wrong, that I was not going to fall into the trap and the belief that the Western medical doctors told me that a natural healer was like playing Russian roulette with his life. They had even, at the hospital we were at the time, had said they were going to report me because it was considered child neglect. I arrived, and I say even to the healer, okay, we've got 27 anaphylactic allergies to cure. I've only got 1 year. She said back, we as a team will never be able to get through that many in 1 year. And I said, what if we come twice a week? What if we're willing to move a little faster than you normally have? And she said, I've never done that before. I said, if I'm willing energetically to show up and do my part as the parent, and he's able to, can we do this? I don't know if we're going to be able to do this. Watch me. Watch me show up in all of my fierceness and all of my belief in every cell of my body that we can do this. Watch me. They went on to write a book where they told the story of my son's healing called The Other Side of Impossible. Because everything is possible if you get behind yourself enough in the belief system. I remember when I was adopting children from other countries and people told me, oh, it's going to be really hard. You know nothing about where these children came from. You know nothing about their medical history. You don't even know if they'll have some kind of mental illness. And I said, watch me. Every time we moved across the country over and over and over again for my husband's career, everybody said, it's going to be too much for the kids. You can't keep doing that. You need to settle them. You need them to be in a stable environment. They're never going to thrive. They're not going to be happy. Watch me. When I reinvented my career from having been in private practice and now being in the world of social media, I had so many people say to me, nobody's interested in hearing a woman in her late 40s on TikTok. Watch me. What are you even talking about? Nobody cares about midlife issues. Watch me. And as everything has gone viral and my business has exploded, I sit here knowing that it was the trust in myself was the only thing that I actually needed to ever buy into, not the outside world. The outside world will try to squash your dreams. The outside world will tell you all the reasons why it can't work, because that's what the average person lives with, limited belief system. I do not. I operate through the lens of everything is possible. That's how I work with my clients. You want to heal that thing? You want to repair that relationship? You want to love yourself like you've never loved yourself before? Watch me show you how, and then you can watch yourself transform, your entire life change before your very eyes. Don't listen to the limiting beliefs of others. My belief is that no human is damaged goods. I do not believe any human is damaged goods and irreparable. And nothing happens to someone's life where they can't still make their way. When I announced that I was never doing Botox and I was going to stop coloring my hair, I had so many women, even in my own friend group, say, oh, you'll never make it. You'll never be able to do it. You're going to cave in. What's even the point? Why are you even trying? You'll never be able to do it. The pressure's too hard in society. And I said, watch me. And I've never turned back for one single second. When I struggled with this idea of really powerful self-love as I was entering the second half of my life, because quite honestly, with all the messaging in the world, it comes at you and there are moments where you could trip and it can be really hard. And I decided I'm gonna fall in love with myself in a way that I never have. I'm going to dedicate every single morning to rituals, to fill myself up, to change my nervous system and my cells. I had other people say to me, it's going to be impossible. With all of the world programming, it's going to be impossible. And I said, watch me. Every time, in every way. You're going to sell shows. Nobody even knows who you are. What are you talking about? You're going to have your first show in Miami. Who's coming? Watch me. Around every corner. I'm going to be the sexiest, most sensual, up-leveled version of myself that I have ever been in my 50s and beyond. I've already started that project. I have so many women say, oh, at this point, it's like so exhausting. Who even wants to invest in becoming more sensual? What's even the point? What do you mean you're going to Bali to understand and learn more about Tantra at 50? Watch me. Watch me around every corner, just continue to reinvent my life, take myself higher, and discover new parts of myself I didn't even know or never even had the ability or courage to tap into before. Watch me, watch me, watch me. I invite you to step in and create a life where around every corner, the energy and the vibration is of, oh, you don't think that's possible? Just watch me, because it's all possible. And I want that for every single one of us. That's where the aliveness lives. That's where you build self-trust. So I have clients ask me, Amanda, you always talk about self-trust. How do you actually build that? You build self-trust when you make a decision based on what your internal compass wants for your life, not what the naysayers in the outside world are speaking. So the sooner that you are able to block out the outside noise and tap into and listen and connect with the internal voice, that's where the energy of watch me comes from. So I want that and encourage every single one of you to get into that energy for yourself. Play around with that. Watch yourself start to build self-trust. And then every decision thereafter gets to be so much more fun and so much more in the belief of yourself. Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to share, subscribe, and like this video. Love always, Amanda.